What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to the channel. And of course, yesterday we seen some massive news break from Newcastle United, and as you can see to my right, it was Eddie Howe leaving Newcastle United after 5 years. 5 years at the club. That is absolutely crazy. And of course, he was the second longest running Premier League manager as well. Of course, in the Premier League now, that means Arteta is, of course, the longest running Premier League manager in the league. But Eddie leaves Newcastle United after 5 years at the helm, as you can see, reported by David Ornstein, reported by, of course, none of that. Then, of course, as well, Keith Downey reporting on it. And then, of course, Shearer putting out his thoughts as well on it, saying, "Thanks, Eddie, you gave us this day." And, of course, referring to the League Cup final against Liverpool, where, of course, Eddie broke our 70-year wait for a major trophy. And to be the guy that did that, that's got to be respected, and Eddie will always be respected. He's left, of course, on mutual terms as well. He hasn't been sacked from the job. He's left, because he said himself many, months back, that if he felt like he wasn't the guy to take Newcastle United forward and he had reached his shelf life as it is, because every manager, as I've said many times before on the channel, have its shelf life, and Eddie is no different. And of course, his shelf life looks like it has come in the form of last season. He did well to do what he was able to, of course, especially when you look at the way last season was playing out in the league. It wasn't all that great, but we'll see. Move on now, and it looks like we've already got our next manager already lined up, which is a huge plus, a massive benefit to having these owners, and the fact that they already have the next man lined up to come in. And it looks like the whole of the coaching staff as well will be going, Tyndall, Jonesy, and all of the other lads as well, with this new guy, of course, bringing in his own backroom team. And it looks like it is going to be none other than Matthias Jaissle, of course, from the Saudi League. He is a German manager, and of course, he has done some really good stuff. If we look at, of course, this post here by NUFC 360, getting to know Newcastle's next head coach, Matthias Jaissle, is in advanced talks to take over from Eddie Howe. It looks like he is already pretty much the next man to come in. And if you look at it there, you can see 2 Austrian champions trophies with RB Salzburg, of course, an Austrian Cup winners a cup as well with RB Salzburg. Then going on to, of course, the Saudi League to win the Saudi Super Cup, of course, with his current club, who was his current club, of course, Al-Ahli, of course, and then 2 AFC Champions League winners cups as well for, of course, Al-Ahli. Now, he plays an aggressive press style of play, a vertical football, an elite counter press as well, and develops young players. So looking at it, this really levels up with the way we've been going in this market. So has this been on the cards for quite a while? According to some journalists, Eddie Howe has said that, he wanted to go a few weeks back, and he was, trying his best to try and see if he could maybe work it out this season. But at the end of the day, he has moved on, and it looks like this guy is going to be the new Newcastle United manager now. Let us know your thoughts, of course, on this. But like I say, by what you can see there on the screen, what you can see here, down this side, across here, it seems like he's a really, really good manager, and he's only 38 years old as well. Eddie's 48, so we're getting a younger manager here by 10 years, and he's from that similar mold of, the Ralph Ragnick, Jurgen Klopp, Thomas Tuchel area of managers, the kind of managers that look at the data-driven side of things and adapt that into the style of play. And from what I've seen so far of the way his teams play, from RB Salzburg to Al-Ahli, you know, it looks like some very good football, and he's gotten them banging goals right, left, and centre. I mean, at Al-Ahli, I think it was like 200 odd goals that they scored in one season. I think they conceded just under about 50 goals, I think it was, that they had conceded, and they scored about 200 odd goals in a season. So that's pretty impressive stuff. But I mean, let's see, because this guy looks like the real deal. He does look good. Let's give him a chance. I've seen a lot of people, already online criticizing him and saying, oh, why do we want this guy? He looks crap. But I've got to say, I think he looks really good. I think he's got a lot there. There's a lot of potential there. And then, of course, adding in the fact that he can develop young players. He plays that aggressive style as well that we like, that Keegan-esque football. Let's see what this guy can do. And of course, he will be our first German manager as well, because we haven't had a German manager before. We're mostly English managers. When you look at the foreign managers that we've had, a Spanish manager, we've had a Dutch manager, we've had, of course, a German manager when this guy comes in. And then, of course, we've had, I believe, an Argentinian in there as well. So I think there's 4 foreign managers in total in the time of Newcastle United's managerial appointments, which is absolutely crazy. When you consider other teams, it just shows how much we do rely on the domestic side of things and having English managers or Scottish managers coming in and doing the stuff for us. But let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. And of course, just to end off the video as well, I forgot to mention this in the last video I did. Shola Obi has started a new role as a head of corporate affairs, moving from his position as loan coordinator. He will work closely with senior leadership to support engagement with civil leaders, regulatory bodies, commercial partners, and our legendary former players. So he's going to be going into that new role as the head of corporate affairs. Basically, it's I'd say probably a fancier way of saying a club ambassador, probably, because that's what it sort of sounds like it is, and what the job entails. It seems like that's the way it is being pushed. It just sounds like probably a fancier way of saying it, to be honest. But anyway, let us know your thoughts. Put your thoughts, of course, down in the comments below for Eddie. Of course, moving on from the club after 5 years at the helm, he will always be respected. All the coaching staff under him will be always respected at Newcastle United for being the first guys to bring back a major trophy in Newcastle United. And wherever Eddie goes next, of course, along with his coaching team, I hope they do really, really well. And let us know your thoughts, of course, on Matthias Jaissle coming in the club. Of course, like I say, he was Al-Ahli's manager. He has officially submitted his resignation, according to Sacha Tavolleri. He has said that the German coach has, of course, officially submitted his resignation. That was yesterday at 11 minutes past 10 in the morning, of course. And according to him, Jaissle has agreed terms with Newcastle United to become the new Newcastle United manager. So let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Till next time, hit like, share, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. However, lads.